Well, we are back. And we're back with a massive bowl of sodium bicarbonate, also known to every single person in the world as baking soda. The only reason you would have an entire bowl of baking soda is for the purpose of these bath bombs. It's time for attempt number 2. Welcome back, everyone, to the Simple and Beautiful Life kitchen. My name is Shelby. I am the owner of Simple and Beautiful Life. We've created SaBLe Soaps, that's our soap line. We also have body scrubs, and we are currently working on bath bombs. If you watched, attempt number 1 was so close to being successful until at the very last second it decided to implode completely. For hours, actually. It completely exploded for hours. So we're gonna try again. I have a jacket on, a little sweater thing, because it's colder outside, and I'm hoping maybe that will help with the moisture issues that we had last time. I am also going to reduce the number of witch hazel sprays that I spray after the citric acid has been added. I'm pretty sure that was my downfall. I just added one more spritz and things pretty much fell apart after that. So we're not doing that this time either. So I already have my dry ingredients. This is baking soda, cornstarch, and cream of tartar added and stirred up. I also have my wet ingredients. This is coconut oil, half of the water that the recipe calls for, and the blue dye. Only thing really left, is to add it and hope for the best. So let's do that. Okay, I have removed my jacket because I know I will completely destroy it if I keep it on. So I have also printed my instructions just in case, although I think I have the whole process memorized by now after the first time, but it's always good to keep it on hand just in case. Okay, I'm also going to remove anything I don't want to get all baking soda-y. Okay, let's get to going. This is a very nerve-wracking sort of thing. I think soap still is more nerve-wracking. This is fairly nerve-wracking. So I'm adding half of my wet ingredients, and I have water, witch hazel, and rubbing alcohol, all on the side for when I need it. So this is what it looks like with half of the wet ingredients added to the baking soda mixture. I forgot to note that there is no citric acid in here just yet, because that's really what reacts to the moisture, the wet ingredients that you're adding in. That's the kicker. I'm gonna add the rest of my wet ingredients. So they say the key, or an important thing to do, is to just stir it up with your hands like it's bread. One thing forgot to do, and hopefully it doesn't just turn around and bite me in the booty. I forgot to strain my dry ingredients, which is stupid because I bought thin mesh strainers just for this. Guess what? They're over there. Didn't use them. Okay. This is still very dry. Absolutely would not form any sort of ball right now. Not at all. So, here comes the scary part. It's time to start spritzing. This is where it all went down last time. This is how it started. It's the spritzing that gets you. You think you're gonna be okay, adding one more, and you're just not. This is already starting to form somewhat of a good consistency. Just having flashbacks of how well it started the first time, how poorly it ended the first time. I am going to add another little dash of blue color, water soluble. That is very important. Like I said the first time, you do not want to be dyeing people's tubs any color. They will never come back, ever. And even if this is for your family, guess what? They can still get mad at you, and they will. So make sure water-soluble dyes only. Okay, I'm gonna whisk this a little bit because I forgot to strain it. I'm worried about the little clumps that are in here. Although it's normal because I have added more moisture. I just want to be careful. Okay. Okay. Better. So, one thing I have also done with these is I took out the fragrance oil because these are just testers. I am not adding a fragrance, and that will reduce the amount of liquid I'm putting in here. I'm also going to go ahead and spray some rubbing alcohol, which is not my favorite thing to add to any sort of body product, but I do think after last time and what we went through then, that a little spritz of rubbing alcohol might actually be a good thing. There is probably a reason why every other bath bomb maker sides with rubbing alcohol instead of the witch hazel. So, a little bit of both. It's time, I think, for the citric acid. This really is the kicker on whether things will go well or not. Well, we'll see. Okay, we have this measured and weighed. This is the citric acid. That was my watch. Let's hope for the best. Again, I am just going to whisk it right off the bat and then start kneading it. Okay. I so badly want this to work. It's almost frustrating. Alrighty. Spritz of water. Ugh. Just starts to fizz instantly. Like, chill out, bro, okay? No need to get upset. It's just water. Didn't even use the rubbing alcohol for that one, okay? Calm down. Okay. A little more. Another little spritz. Switching between the water and the witch hazel definitely makes you realize the water absolutely makes it fizz more than the witch hazel. So I would say that's a better option than water. Okay, it's starting to form a little bit of a ball. Still crumbly, but it sticks together a little bit. Rubbing alcohol. Yeah, in comparison to the water, that doesn't make it fizz at all. Now do remember that I did not add fragrance oil to this. So that, I think about 5 grams or so of fragrance oil, that has been taken out of the moisture aspect. That was the last batch that self-imploded. So I am adding more witch hazel sprays to accommodate the fact that there is less moisture from the fragrance oil. And I don't know if I'm weird, but I kind of like how witch hazel smells. It's not going to translate into the finished product, obviously, but I used to clean my face with witch hazel in high school, pretty much my entire high school career. So it kind of just reminds me of high school. Okay, so we have this delicious blue color, and I mean, that looks like something, maybe. They have everyone uses this little drop test. I guess that kind of broke, so maybe we're at that point where you decide. One more little spritz? No? Yes? I don't know. We're going with it. I think it's time to try molding them. Fingers crossed. Okay. Time to mold. For reference, this recipe is supposed to make between 8 and 10. As a reminder, I only got like 5 and a small one out of the last attempt. Same recipe. I'm thinking I put too much in the molds. That's legitimately the only thing it can be. Unless it was just a poorly measured recipe. And I don't think it was. I do have my purple Epsom salt. It's a little foggy. There you go. Which I will be sprinkling into the molds before the baking soda mixture goes in there. Okay. I had to temporarily pause it because my dog was and is still freaking out. So I have one molded. I don't actually know what's going on with her. She's not barking. She's not growling. She just hears something and it's bugging her. No clue. So the real, I think, trick for this, not trick, but I think one of the most important things is how you put them in the mold. I think there is a very precise strategy in how much you put in the little bowl, how much you squish it down, how much you top it off with, and then again with the second one. It seems to be extremely important how much is in there. As I said last time, I think I put too much. In the first mold, I think I put too little because I can kind of feel it moving around more than it seems like I should be able to. Okay. I need this mold back, so I'm going to see what it's like when I take it out. Okay. I don't hear anything. It looks like it's not self-imploding like last time. It does look a little spotty though. You can see those little holes. Let me see if I can just kind of dump it over. Okay. Kind of looks like an arrow. You can for sure see little spots. So the issue with these might be that they crumble. Maybe I didn't put too much in, or maybe I didn't put enough in here. Okay, so I eat about like 8 zillion eggs. So, like a weirdo, I keep the little cartons that they came in because I buy them 60 at a time. So I'm going to use this as a little holder. I'm going to take it out. Ooh, okay. These might be crumbly in the end, but as of right now, it's okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Time. How well they turn out with time. Kind of like the Epsom salt splattered all around like that. If you watched the last video, you might recall that they were doing fine right off the bat, right around this time. They seemed fine. And then suddenly, they weren't. So I think it's a thing of you just never know. They're not exploding yet. I still only got 5. So maybe the recipe is a little overreaching. Maybe it's a thing of I'm using this size of a mold and they were using this size of a mold. Could just be a different mold. So far, these little ice cream scoops, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like it's not exploding, and by this time last time it was. So we will check back in a couple hours, see what's going on. Last time it took 6 hours for me to officially know that that batch was not gonna work at all. So we will see. We will see. Okay, so I just came back from the gym. I was there for about an hour and 15 minutes or so. I have the bath bomb sitting on this like makeshift bath bomb holder that I don't know if it's really gonna make the cut. The bath bombs have expanded a little bit and they've sunk into this thing. So this one's stuck. It's still not perfect. As you can see, this is obviously not a perfect sphere, a perfect little circle. The shape of it has me laughing. Oh my. So, yeah, it is still a work in progress. These are very squishy still. It's just not right yet. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. as you can see, it's bedtime. But I figured I would do a little midnight reporting on how these bath bombs are doing. Not as bad as the first batch. And that is always the point of the second batch. But not ideal still. So I thought I was being smart by putting them in this little makeshift egg carton. That doesn't seem to be the case here. I just thought nobody else had thought about it. It's probably the thing of everyone else has tried it before and it worked like this. So, yeah, a little lumpy, a little misshapen, little not great. It's okay, but not perfect yet, you know? The main issue right now is where the heck do I set these while they're drying? Because egg carton's not it. It's not it. I thought it would be it. I really did. I thought this was just fabulous. I was giving myself credit for having an engineering mind, and I just thought this up, and it was so smart of me. It's not the case. It's just not. I hope you've had a absolutely fabulous day today. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to the Simple and Beautiful Life Kitchen to see what we are cooking up today. Right now, it's kind of the Simple and Beautiful Life Experiment Lab. But that's just as good too, right? Make sure to catch us next time for attempt number 3. And I hope you all had a wonderful day. Bye.